Rehabs typically don't fall apart at purchase, they fail midway through a project. So today I'm going to share with you how one newer Des Moines investor used our draw process to keep things on track, ultimately get to the finish line with success. Draws matter more than rates do. And the draw schedule matters a lot because cash flow keeps the contractor moving, keeps them on track, keeps that project moving forward. And structure, at the end of the day, when it comes to contractors, beats trust. So this particular investor had only done a couple of things before we got connected. And ultimately, we introduced him to a scope of work, which is what we use routinely when we're doing a loan that has a rehab component to it. And so that scope of work ultimately lays out who's doing what. Contractors doing a kitchen remodel, bathroom remodel, carpet, flooring, roof, whatever it happens to be. So it lays out what's taking place and obviously what the budget is associated with that. And I shared with them, hey, here's how you keep people on track to keep things moving ahead. First thing you don't do is you don't pay a contractor in advance doing work. You want to make sure that they're timed out and then ultimately they're paid in a draw process, meaning that when they do work, they're paid in milestones, right? And I typically tie that milestone to production, not, hey, we think it's going to take 6 weeks, so you owe me a third every 2 weeks. It's cool. When you get a third of the work done, we owe you a third of what's due. It's tying it to that production that's being done there. So the benefit is you got clear line items. There's a clear scope of work. You have a clear understanding about what's to be done, and then you can put timeframes to it to go, when's it going to be done? You don't have stalled job site issues. You have predictable funding then on the draw process to pay these folks. And it just happens to be that this particular investor worked with us in this thing. Doesn't have to be that. For you, you're paying cash. Cool. Use a draw process. I mean, it's just ultimately your money and how you pay folks out. But using that scope of work and using milestone payments makes a world of difference for this. Pay for project or progress, not on the basis of anything else. Pay on the progress. So a good draw process and a good scope of work, it's not red tape at all. It's actually protection. It's protection for you, the investor who's ever sitting in there doing this deal. You're the quarterback of this thing, not the contractor. Don't let that tail wag the dog. Okay. And if you want to learn more, or when the time's right, you want to get pre-approved for your next project, I dropped a link below. You can get instantly pre-approved.